Okay, cool beans, everybody. We're about to go ahead and get started. Gave everybody good enough time to get here. Welcome to tonight's class. Tonight's class is PIPS LLC's fundamental and technical analysis class. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass it over to Carmen. She has some things set up for you guys tonight, and once she's finished, I'll go over the technical analysis for the week. So with that being said, it's all yours, Carmen.
Cool deal. Hey everybody. All right. So um I hope everybody's ready for tonight's Zoom class because I'm so excited. All right. Make sure all my stuff together. Okay. So all right, here we go. All right, cool. So tonight is going to be a very exciting Zoom call for not only me and Mr. Levels and Ghost Trader and everybody in PIPS LLC, but also just as a whole, like everybody gets to benefit from this. So Precision Investment Partners presents Precision Investment Properties. All right, so why are we doing this? So we're doing this to diversify our portfolio, to give access to the travel lifestyle, and then also to allow for international investment. So for what I'm getting ready to talk about first, where is this property? It's in Tulum, Mexico. It's about an hour and 15 minutes south of Cancun along Highway 307. This is phase 2 of this project. Phase 1 is complete. There are 4, potentially 5 different floor plans you can choose from, and then it's super eco-friendly. So we're going to go through, look at all of this. So these are some renderings and also real photos of this property. So if you follow Mr. Levels on social media, you were able to see the video of this property. It's in the middle of the Mayan jungle, essentially. It's off the highway. So it's in the city, but then where you actually are is pretty secluded and you're like tucked away and you're with nature. So this first rendering is going to be of a bungalow. The bungalows are anywhere from 1 to 2 bedrooms. And then they also have a loft area as well. So we'll take a look at some of those renderings and photos. So this is a rendering of what the garden area looks like. So this is an area where you or investors, travelers can do yoga, just be outside, be with nature. On the property, we're free to plant trees and have a garden and all those things. So we're not limited to what's on the lot. Just going to scroll through because most of this right now, it's pictures. This is the inside. This is pretty similar to the video that Mr. Levels has on social media. So to kind of tell you about the materials that are here, they're all natural materials. So with this phase 1 and phase 2, all of the materials are eco-friendly, which means that they either help to preserve the environment and the world as a whole. They help to preserve energy. And then they're also water and eco-friendly for the environment that they're currently in. So the walls are made of this rock slab. And the really cool thing about it is that in the winter time or in the colder environments, when you have the air on in the inside, it actually holds in the cold air. So you don't have to run your air as long. And then during the summer months, whenever you have the air running on the inside, it helps to keep the cool in. When you have the heat running, it helps to keep it in. But then these doors, these windows here, they actually slide all the way open. So whatever temperature regulation you want, that slab will actually help to provide it for you. So it helps to keep your home cool. They're solar powered. There's also a little bit of electricity that you can use. These homes have Wi-Fi, so you don't have to worry about, your internet. You'll have internet and cell service. You'll also have electrical power and gas for your electronics in your stove. Going through this house, even more so now we're in the living room. So again, all of these materials, they're either made locally or sourced locally. For the things that were not sourced locally, they were done so in an eco-friendly manner. For this bungalow, there's a 1-bedroom area behind the living room. And what you could do is put up a partition to separate the bedroom from the living room. But there is also an option to put the bedroom upstairs in the loft area and then have that be more of a social area, and also put the laundry downstairs. So this is what it looks like from the outside. Again, as you can see, you're tucked away in the jungle. It's pretty secluded. It's nice because you hear the birds. You don't really hear a lot of the traffic, even though you're pretty close to the highway. Another rendering of a different time of the day. And so for some of these lots, there are houses that will be that close, but for the areas that we looked at and for the lots that are really more friendly to those who would just want to go and be on vacation and actually do it in peace, those are available and you're not as close to your neighbor. It's really nice because there's a pool down here. All of the homes, every floor plan has a pool and has a lounge and yoga area. I did ask the engineer, and you are able to put the pool on the roof. They would just have to do a lot more planning and reconfiguring. But instead of having it at the ground level, it is possible to have a pool on the roof instead. All right, so that was the bungalow. This is the premium. I'm going to go through these pictures a little bit faster because it's the same type of floor plan. It's just a little bit bigger, same type of materials. The bedroom is bigger here. And again, these walls, these glass walls that you see, those are actually door/windows. So you can slide them all the way open. This floor plan has a full kitchen and a dining room area. The bungalow did not. It only had a small kitchen area. And these lots are a little bit bigger, so the homes are more spaced out here. And this lounge area is on the roof. So you can either use this for chairs, you could use this for yoga, whatever you want to use that space for. It's just a big open area on the roof. And this is the house. So the house has a court in the middle. So you can choose to put a pool there instead, or you could have a pool on the roof and a pool down at the bottom. Just know that they will tell you it's more water, just to be more eco-friendly, or try to be more eco-friendly with your lot, but it's your choice. And finally, this is the mansion floor plan. This floor plan comes with 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms. 3 lounge areas, a larger pool, a deck area, parking garage. The lot's a lot larger, and it comes with a premium kitchen, dining room area, and living space. So as you can see here on the roof, all of that roof is recreational space for those who have kids, or just planning for people who might rent out the space that have kids. You are able to put a rail around that area to keep it safe, so that no one falls. You're also able to customize the area so that it's not all flat. You can put stairs there, kind of stagger the space as needed. Same thing for the space down here at the bottom. You're able to um, make this porch or deck area a little bit bigger. Just know that you would be sacrificing some of your growing space or lot space, but you can definitely customize this to your liking. And this is the premium kitchen. So the premium kitchen, all of the kitchens have a sink, a stove, oven, and refrigerator, but this one also comes with some of the more premium amenities. It has a hood, it has dishwasher, it has a wine cooler. So it has some more upgraded features for the appliances in the kitchen, and then also a larger space for dining. Has floating stairs, and there's a lot of glass doors and entryways on the inside, which just makes it nice. It helps natural light to get in, so that way you're not having to run your heat a lot whenever it's cooler outside. You're letting the natural light in, and that stone that's on the walls can do its job and absorb that heat and keep it warmer on the inside. All right. So if you want to see more pictures, and if you want to go through, see some more videos and stuff, and if you just want to be a part, first of all, you'll need a passport because this is in Mexico. Just message me on Telegram. I put my app on Telegram on here, or you can text me, and then we will have a more detailed interest meeting for those who want to be a part. So the goal with this is to have a property where we as a group, or those who are invested, I should say, those who are invested can take vacations and have a trip, have a place to go, but then also to generate another source of income for the group. So it will be, a space we're renting out, a space that we're putting on Airbnb, or for those that we know. So we want to definitely make this space as family friendly as possible. We want to make it as open as possible, and also just have the space be very friendly, make the connections and have those people in place so that anytime anyone goes, there's nothing that will be needed for, whether it's transportation, food, cooking, whatever the case may be, all those resources will be there. So that's the whole goal with the home, having it there. It's more long-term investment. It will be something that for those who are involved, it will be something that gets passed down. It's something that will always be there. And it's something that we as a group can say we have. All right. So in addition to that, there's more. So we also have another opportunity for those who are looking to travel, maybe those who are looking for something more of a short-term investment, but they just love to travel. So we partnered with Secrets and some other resorts in the Caribbean and Latin American area of the world, and are going to be hosting different resorts. So there are about 40 different resorts in total in the Caribbean right now that we're partnered with. And this will make it so that whenever you want to take vacations, you can do so at a more discounted rate. And that will be good because a lot of these resorts are all inclusive. So for the all inclusive resorts, if you go and you look at them right now, they're anywhere from $400 to $1,100 a night. Well, you'll be able to do so at a fraction of the cost. So I'll be able to provide you with more details about that, but I wanted to show you and present to you the opportunity that is going to be there for those who just want to be able to travel and don't necessarily want to make a long-term investment. And this is just some of those secret resorts that are out there in Mexico and in the Caribbean area. All right, so if you need some motivation, there's more. All right, so like I said, you'll need a passport. So on last week's call, I told you guys you need to have $181.75. Some of you were asking me, well, what is that money for? Like, you're not having to give it to me. You don't have to give it to the group. This is for you to invest in yourself. So I put the link for the travel department's site up here, but I'll also copy it into the group. But you'll need $181.75. That also includes a picture for your passport. But the cost of the passport book is $110. The card is $30. There's no overnight shipping and no expedite fee with this, and it includes a $35 execution fee. So that's $175 there. And then the additional money for the passport picture. That's how we get to $181.75. But let's say you're excited, you want to start traveling relatively immediately. You can choose to expedite the process, which will be an extra $60. And then you can also choose the fastest shipping method that they have that will add $17.56, which will bring your grand total to $252.56. So if you choose the first option with no overnight shipping and no expedite, it will be 10 to 12 weeks before you actually got your passport. But if you chose the expedited option, you'll get your passport in 4 to 6 weeks. So for those of you who have your passport, you'll notice that these times are a lot longer than what they used to be. You used to be able to expedite to get your passport in like 2 to 4 weeks. That's now an emergency option. So if you just had to leave the country, then you could do the emergency option. But right now it's 4 to 6 weeks. 4 to 6 weeks still isn't that bad, especially for what I have coming up next. But all in still, if you guys have your passports, I highly recommend that you still set that money aside. Set it aside, don't touch it, because you never know if your spouse or one of your kids, if you're wanting to bring them in on what I'm going to show you next, then you never know, you might need it. All right, so with that being said, there's more. And I am so excited, so proud to announce the very first Pips trip. So I am so excited. So Mr. Levels is in there screaming and he's muted. So like I am so excited about this Pips trip. So this is going to be an opportunity for us to literally do what we were talking about all week last week. Literally putting our money towards something like that is going to have a long-lasting effect on our lives. So when we're talking about trading and we're talking about making all this money, sometimes we don't have a place for that money to go. But this is a place for that money to go now. Like we're all going to be able to get together take a trip, have fun together, create memories, and like literally be able to experience the world. And this is just the first of many that we will have. But this is also that opportunity, like I said at the beginning of the presentation, to just show people the world, to give people an opportunity to travel, because sometimes it happens where people want to travel, but they don't have people to travel with, or they don't have people that they trust to travel with. And no one in this group should say, well, money's an issue, because the whole name of the group exudes money. So, if you need help with trying to make sure that you're disciplined enough with your profits and stuff along the way, reach out to us. Let us know in the group, because this is going to be a really big source of motivation and like group camaraderie. Like, hey man, I didn't do good on my trades this week. Like, this is going to like force you to literally examine your trade journal, examine yourself, examine your budget, and really put your efforts towards, I want to go on this trip, I want to be a part of this trip, I want to go. So with all that being said, you're probably like, where? You're talking about this trip, but where are we going? So we are going to Dubai. So there's a lot that goes into trying to pick where we're going to go. A lot of this right now is contingent on things with COVID staying the way that they are and progressing forward. I have a list. There are a list of countries that are currently allowing US citizens in, and I'm having to take that into consideration too. So Mr. Levels loved this location. He picked this location. We were picking locations off of a list. Should anything change, we do have backups as well, but Dubai is right now the place where we're going to go. So definitely, if you don't have the 181.75, this trip is definitely going to be that motivation for you to save up and get that money so that you can get your passport. Start working on that now, because we are planning this trip for the spring of 2022. So in about a year, we will be going on this trip. And the more people, the better, because it just makes arranging things that much more easy. But what I will say right now is definitely use this as your motivation. Once we're done with this call, I want you guys to all like sit back, think, do I have a passport? If you don't have a passport, start working on it. I'm giving you the link for the forms. The forms are not hard to fill out. Make sure that you have your birth certificate, your social security card, get a picture taken either at the post office or CVS, Walgreens. And if you need help with the process, let me know, reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to help you. If you need help with your trading journal, if you need help with trades, being disciplined with your trades, me and Mr. Levels are both available to do that, because we want everybody in this group to have their passport. Everybody in this group to have their passport. Like, even if you're like, I'm scared to get on a plane, we're all going to go together. But even beyond that, having your passport is freedom. It's freedom. Like, you have literally a document that will allow you to be able to just wake up one morning, and if you say, I don't want to be here, guess what? Get your passport and go to the airport, and you can just go wherever you want to go. And there's no one that can tell you no. Like, you're not going to be held back. Like, that is so freeing to have a document, to have a passport, and to just know, like, I can go. I can just up and go. I'm not confined to the United States. When things go down and you're like, I don't know, I want to get away, you can get away. So our goal for 2021 is for everybody to get their passport. That's our goal for everybody in the group. We want to have 100% passport ownership in 2021. And, you know, if you're afraid to fly, one thing I can say about flying is that now that I'm a pilot, or hold up, I'm 14 hours away from being a pilot. What I can say about it, it's a different experience. But when you do it with people that you love and you do it with people who have flown before, it makes it a little bit easier. And taking this trip together, it will definitely be an experience for those who haven't flown before, because, you know, it'll be a longer flight, which is actually a good thing because you're not going up to altitude and coming back down so fast that you're not like able to just really enjoy the flight. So sleeping is always an option. I don't sleep on flights because I like staying awake, looking out the window and stuff. But you can sleep, you can eat, read, watch TV, watch movies. So I mean, there's lots of stuff that you can do while you're up in the air. We can definitely work on the flight thing, but what we want right now is for everybody to get their passport. Even if you're like, Carmen, no, I can't, still get your passport, because it's definitely something that everybody should have. It expires 10 years after you receive it, or after it's issued. So it's good for 10 years and then you renew it again. For those of you who aren't familiar with the difference between the passport book and the passport card, the passport book allows you to fly. So if you want to get on a plane and go anywhere outside of the United States, you have to have your passport book. However, if you're the type of person that's like, I don't like to fly, but I still want to go places, cruises and land travel and boat travel is for the passport card. So like, let's say you want to go to Charleston, like if you live in the Carolinas or on the East Coast, let's say you want to go to Charleston or Fort Lauderdale and you want to take a cruise to Jamaica. All you would need is your passport card. You can use your passport card and you don't have to have a book. But I just suggest that everybody get both. You never know when you'll need it. If you have a passport card and you don't want to get the real ID, you can use your passport card as your ID, so that you don't have to get another driver's license with the star on it. So that's another advantage to those who already have it. So again, Dubai 2022 in the spring. We'll definitely be releasing more details as the situation with COVID becomes more clear. Should the location have to change for whatever reason, we'll let you know, but this is where we're going. I'm already saying this is where we're going. We're going to Dubai. So that's that. All right, so if you have any questions about this, I'll definitely answer questions at the end of the Zoom call. And I'm gonna go ahead and let Mr. Levels start with the technicals. I'll put all of the news and stuff in the group for you guys. I wanted to go over this, so I wasn't too interested in talking about the news tonight. However, cryptocurrency, we're in the middle of getting ready to go into crypto summer. That's the big thing right now, crypto summer. Everything else I'll put in the group for you guys. Oh, it's all yours, Mr. Levels.
Cool beans. Didn't know I was muted. Cool beans, cool beans. So what's up? What's good, family? Y'all pumped or what? Let me see. Let me see, man. How y'all feeling?
Feeling good, feeling
I'm
good.
good. I'm good.
Feeling
I
great.
love it. I love it. I love it. I'm feeling good.
Excited.
Looking forward to that. Yes.
Yes, sir. Okay. That's what I like to hear. Cool beans. So yeah, man. So everybody, please work on that. Make sure y'all ready for these trips. Make sure y'all ready for these investments. Everybody who's interested. Yeah, man, we breaking generational curses over here for real, family. Yeah, we doing it for the culture over here for real, family. So yeah, man, y'all get ready, man. Let's let's change the world, man. That's what we doing. Jump into these technicals, get my chart up. Let's see what we got here. Um, Looking at the dollar, as always, we start with the dollar because the dollar gives us an overall idea of where the currency pairs that we trade, which direction that they're going to go in. So we always start with the dollar. And looking at the dollar, we can see that the dollar is very bearish right now. Um, we were playing these highs right here, that liquidity pool, this area of liquidity that we have right here, where you see this dollar sign. Um, we got price to run that liquidity, as you can see. And then, so after we ran that liquidity, then we start to see price correct. And it broke through this structure that I had marked right here. And so now what I want to see to start the week out with, I want to see if the dollar is going to give us a correction, a little pullback to retest the structure, and then continue to push down to this next structure to the downside. So that's what I want to see. And as always, y'all know we'll be waiting to see how time and price set up for us at London Open. And then, we'll use London Open to make our decision on which way we're going to trade New York's Open at 9:30. So with that being said, let's look at our currency pairs. Looking at Euro USD, I would like to see Euro USD push up and fill in this imbalance that we have to the upside. Looking back at the dollar, we could see a little pullback on the dollar back down to like probably up in here. And that would be enough of a pullback we need to see Euro USD give us that push up before we see the dollar push back down to the downside. So, and then once we see the dollar start to push back up to the upside, we should see Euro USD start to push to the downside. Keep your eyes on this imbalance down here that I had marked. Still waiting on that to get filled in. So we should see this imbalance get filled in this week. However, if the dollar continues to drop when it gets here, then y'all already know what time it is for Euro USD. Euro USD continue to push up and come back up, retest these highs here. So y'all know we don't predict the markets over here. We roll with the markets over here. So whatever time and price show us, that's what way we roll. Looking at GBP USD, same thing. That's really close. We'll probably see this filled in between now and London. This a very aggressive bullish candle right here. So both of these, keep in mind we're on the daily time frame. So this is a very aggressive move right here. That was a 147 pip move on this daily candle for today. So more than likely, if she open up strong, we should see this fill in. That's a real aggressive move. We may see a little miniature. Let me see something. Let me go down to the hour. We may see a little miniature correction. Yeah, probably see that correct back down to that structure before it continue to push up to the upside. Yeah. So yeah, let's keep our eyes on that play right there for GBP USD. Take her down to the hour, play her off that structure. Moving on to Nzd USD. Let me go back to the daily just to have an overall view. Oh yeah, see this imbalance over here to the upside. Yeah, I want to see price action reach for that. That's beautiful. That's a good move for this week too. That's like 150 pips. We can go back to GU. See some. Yeah, 150 pips. Let me see some. I don't like how that ain't correlating right there. Let me see some. Yeah, I gotta fix that. I need a better look at that. Okay. Yeah, I like this better. Now that correlate. It's like 130. Yeah, might get 150 out of that. So that's 450 pips on the currency pairs if price action give us the look that I would like to see. However, if it breaks below this structure to the downside, then we'll look for an opportunity to short the market and take the sell, because in Forex we make the money on the up or the down move. So it's all good. So moving on to our metals, looking at silver. Silver look like she giving us, we on an hour, look like she want to give us some bearish price action to fill in this imbalance that we have right here. She let me see. Yeah. These, they just too clean. They too clean. They gotta get taken out. Sooner or later. I'd rather sooner than later. So yeah. Let me see. If you went ahead, I wouldn't pull the trigger now. I'll wait to see if she gonna give us a little pull back. Because what I can tell you is, overall, I do want to see silver continue to go on up to the upside. So Let's see if she just give us this little move here. Come play out this structure. She may even come as deep as here to the whole form, structure form right here. Yeah, that look good. Let me check out on the daily right quick, get a good overall. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. That's cool. That's cool. And then we can still push on up. Come back up here, retest these highs up here, take out these highs. Yeah, that'll be a good setup. Start out the week, see what time and price give us. Let's look at gold. Gold and silver usually correlate when they want to, but you know, gold do what she want to do. She got a mind of her own, but she looking pretty correlative tonight. So let's see. Gold move might not be as dramatic as silver's. I don't know. She might go down. I like that whole look. Yeah. Yeah, cause technically she already done came and test this. Let me see. Yeah. Tell you what. Let me look at silver one more time. You might can go ahead and pull the trigger. Yeah, you can go ahead and pull the trigger on gold for this little buy right here. That's a quick little lick. Oh yeah, that's like 100 pips. Put your stop loss up under here. Keep it tight. Might get stopped out. Shoot your shot. I'll shoot my shot. Tell you that. Look at her. Just that quick. She might go ahead and take on out. Get just a little room to breathe. Probably put about 5 pips up under that. Just the hour. So let me see. Yeah. About 6 pips up under there. Let her run. Let me see what oil look like. Because I said I won't go and touch oil until I seen what I want to see. I still want to see this. These equal lows taken out right here because they so clean. That's on a daily time frame too. They so clean. I want to see them taken out. So let's see it all hold this structure that she's at now. If she can't break back above this structure, this is a great shorting opportunity for all. Let me see how many. Just exactly. Yeah, that's like 1,000 pips. So yeah, that's good money. Definitely keep your eyes on oil this week. Last but not least, U30. Take this on here. Now, U30 is just as bullish as she want to be. U30, S&P. Now, Nas 100 ain't as bullish. But U30, she just going in one direction. So I want to see if she hold this level she's at now and then give us a correction to come back down and retest this structure. Because she's way overbought. Yeah, U30 is way overbought, way overbought. So let me go down to the hour. Yeah, she already starting to push. So we're looking at time and price this morning. London opened up. Didn't really give us too much of a move though, just traded sideways, consolidated. Swung back up into this structure here. London open, swung back up into this structure, and then traded sideways. And then we see right here this green line right here that New York opened up bullish. Opened up bearish, opened up super bearish, came back down here and retest this structure here to the left. And then as you can see, we got the bullish reaction off of that structure. So price gave us a bullish reaction back up to the previous structure. Now I want to see if time and price give us this little pullback and let U30 come back up here and retest last week's highs. And then at that point, U30 will be as, in my opinion, as overbought as she can be. And then we should see a strong correction push to the downside. That's what I would like to see out of the markets this week, starting the week out. And then, as you know, as we get to the middle of the week on Wednesday, things may have changed. Things may have not went in the direction that I wanted them to go in. And so, as you know, we'll adjust accordingly. So, yeah, that's my beginning of the week technical analysis. At this time, I will stop this recording and take any questions.